time, weather, and always class. Case
Blade family, welcome to week 24 of school. This is the 24th Fireside Chat. I am Mr. Holland, the proud principal here at East Bakersfield High School, and this is already a little bit different of a Fireside Chat. Mr. Mitz and I will tell you that I record this in advance. I'm recording this a couple of days before you'll see it, and I'm always very prideful in the fact that I can almost always do the Fireside Chat in one take and get it done and get it over to Mr. Mitz to be edited and put out for you guys. And usually there's not a lot of editing other than the graphics he puts in for me. I'm usually able to do this in one take. And I did one earlier today and I didn't like it. And I deleted it because I kind of buried the lead a little bit. So I'm going to do this one a little bit different. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Fireside Chat this week. The first things first, let me say staff. Don't forget we have a staff meeting at 1:30. Now let's get to the important stuff, staff and students. Let's talk about the pandemic and rumors about returning to school. So let me start off by saying the first and most important thing that you need to hear from me. Right now, there are no details out regarding returning to school for the current high school district. Some other districts have returned to school. Some other districts have put out information about planning a return date for their students. Those are other districts. Right now, for us, we are still in a detail mode where we're trying to get details ironed out as to how a return to school could happen and what it might look like. It means as of this point, there's no plan to put forward to you guys about when a return date might be for some of our students and what that might look like. So if you're hearing rumors about a return to school date or what return to school will look like or what students will be returning to school, at this point, that's all premature because those details haven't been ironed out yet or made public, because everything with the pandemic, again, is changing very rapidly. So please be patient, and when there is information, you will hear from us, meaning the high school district or East Bakersfield High School, or from me in a Fireside Chat next week as to maybe some of the details for those things. Until then, until you hear from us or something in the news directly from the high school district, or a phone call from the high school district office, or from East Bakersfield High School, it's going to be just a rumor at this point, and treat it as such until you hear confirmation from someone from the high school or from the school about it. As information becomes available and as details are ironed out about any type of return to school, we'll make sure to share that with you so that you're aware of what the plans are looking like. But at this point, there's nothing really to share as of the time that I'm recording this, and I wanted to make sure I said that up front. But there's something else I need to say up front. Any momentum regarding a return to school, not just for us, but also for your younger siblings or for your family members maybe at other districts that are starting to return to school already, the younger kids across town. All of that is still very contingent upon people being in control of the pandemic. That means keeping our numbers down, not allowing the virus to run out of control like it did a couple months back. We can't do that and expect to get back into school. So this is my weekly reminder to everybody in the Blade family to do your part. Wear your mask, still maintain social distancing. Just because our district and other districts have began talking about coming back to school does not mean that the pandemic is over. So don't behave that way. As we begin to get people vaccinated, including teachers and staff members, starting on the day that you're watching this, as that begins to happen, we may get control of this pandemic completely. That's what I'm hoping for. But in order to make sure that we're able to do the things we're able to do, we have to make sure that we're very careful still so that our numbers don't turn around and go back the other way. So please, Blade family, keep doing your part and encourage others to do their part as well. So let's talk about how we know things are beginning to change and look a little bit brighter. And that is certainly in the area of sports. So there are some movement now with regards to students being able to participate in a few of our outside sports programs. The details will be ironed out at some point this week, so you'll start hearing those coming from us and from the high school district by phone calls and information going up on websites and being tweeted out in all of the ways that we reach out to you. But for now, the sports that are able to participate, even though we're in the purple tier, it looks like they're going to be able to go, are boys and girls golf, boys and girls tennis, track and field, and then we're also looking at baseball and softball, hoping that we'll be able to participate in those as long as we keep our numbers going in the right direction. That should happen, and we are in the process of putting details together for what a return to athletic play for those sports are going to look like. Keeping in mind that there is a huge difference right now in the way the virus is transmitted indoors versus outdoors. So, unfortunately, while I still want you to have contact with your indoor sports coaches, that would be Coach Dominguez for boys basketball and Coach Rendell for girls basketball, we have to get to a much higher tier or lower tier, depending on how you're looking at it, for us to be able to participate in those sports at this time. Again, just about everything I tell you guys regarding the pandemic is really outside of my control. It's really about how our community behaves and also the rules that are put in place by public health and the state. So we're trying to follow those rules and we're trying to take precautions as necessary, but we're moving in a good direction for some of the sports to be able to participate. I still want you to reach out to Coach Tittlemeyer if you're interested in playing football. I still want you reaching out, even though I didn't mention soccer, to Coach Leva if you're a boy and you're interested in playing soccer. And a correction, Coach Martinez, I'm sorry, we just Martinez you the last couple weeks. Coach Martinez's actual email address, because he's not the only person with the first name that starts with M and the last name of Martinez in our district. His email address is actually MT Martinez, and it's over my shoulder. Girls, if you've been reaching out to the email address we put up before and Coach Martinez didn't reach back out to you, that's on us, not on Coach Martinez. He loves you guys. He wants you to play soccer. So Mr. Mitz and I, we messed that up. Please reach out to the correct email address and he'll get back to you and get you involved in the program. Now, I don't have a ton of answers for what our sports are going to look like yet, but as that information becomes available, we'll make sure we get it out to you. And I suspect I'll have a little more information about all these things in next week's Fireside Chat. So please continue to be patient. We'll get there. All right, and lastly, of course, those meetings that Coach Chavez has been having are about to pay off big time. But again, this Friday at 3 p.m., please reach out to Coach Chavez for baseball. He'll be having his Zoom meeting with the incoming players. They're going to talk about situational awareness, the fundamentals of the game, all the things that he's been working on with you already, and making sure that you're just in contact with coaches. So reach out to Coach Chavez at Robert_Chavez. It's over my shoulder. And if you need other questions answered, you can also find them on their baseball Instagram page at Blades Baseball.
Hey there, kids. This is Aquaman here. Old One Take Holland forgot to tell you about swim. So, if you would like to contact the coach about swimming, his email address is above my shoulder. And he taught me everything I know. So get a hold of him, guys. See ya, super friends.
All right, now let's talk about a few other things. First, let's start with our juniors with regards to scholarships and opportunities. Juniors, the Questbridge College Prep Scholar Program is looking for high school juniors who have shown outstanding academic ability despite financial challenges. Being a college prep scholar is a notable distinction that shows Questbridge 45 college partners that you are a competitive candidate for admission. If this sounds interesting to you, go to questbridge.org and search out for students for more information. The application deadline is March 24th. Ms. Rodriguez from the Career Center has a couple of announcements for you seniors. Seniors, make sure you are checking out the district webpage for great scholarship opportunities. If I know Mr. Mitz, and I do, there's a QR code over my shoulder that you can pause the video at and click on, and it'll take you right there. Also, seniors, I told you last week, as you know, I'm super competitive. We are the home of Scholar Champions. Get out there and get your FAFSA submitted. Right now, we're sitting at about 33%. We are in about 11th place. Now, we are winning in our league. but I want to win the whole district. So get out there and get your FAFSA submitted. Remember, this is how you find out how much financial aid you qualify for. This is money for college. So get that FAFSA or DREAM Act application in. The due date is March 2nd. Also, Monday through Thursday, you can go to the college lab from 1 to 3 p.m. to receive assistance to get those applications done. And this week on February 25th, from 1 to 6 p.m. is our last Cash for College workshop, so please make sure you check that out. Go to the website for all the information regarding the times and information for everything I just said regarding scholarship information, FAFSA, and for the DREAM Act. All right, so now I have a message to you from Mr. Munn, who is our Academy Coordinator for the Health Careers Academy. Mr. Munn says to you freshmen, do you have an interest in the future in a health career field? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be a nurse? Do you want to be a veterinarian? Well, our award-winning, state-recognized Health Career Academy will give you that foundational knowledge through job shadowing and mentorship for your future career pathway. Make sure you get your applications in. Remember, both of our academies were out visiting your freshman classes last week. If you're interested, make sure you reach out and apply. Mr. Munn wants to get you in, and I'm hopeful that you'll take advantage of the opportunities that our academies have to offer. We have a couple of great ones. Now let's move on to fundraisers. The band, Miss Montano, our band director, would like you to support the EB Band and Color Guard by eating at Chipotle on February 27th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. There'll be a flyer available, and if you show that flyer, 33%, a third of your order will be donated back to the Band Booster Club. That is huge. Please go to Chipotle on the 27th and eat there and support the Band Booster Club. Money goes back to the kids in band. I think it's an awesome deal. So Chipotle, go get a burrito and support the band at the same time. And the class of 2022 is selling 3 different shirts in our online store. The offer closes on Monday, March 1st. So we've got the rest of this week through Sunday to get out there and buy a shirt to support the class of 2022. Couple of last reminders. First, make sure you check out this week's Wednesday Family Fun a Lesson. I think it's going to be on mentorship again. Make sure you're checking that out every week. And the wellness page is still up and available. If you, your family, your neighbor, as I said, the Blade family includes all of those people. If anybody needs any information from the wellness page, go there and check it out. Everything from meditation to us reading bedtime stories is available there for you, and all things in between, including community resource numbers. So if you need some assistance, if you just want to check it out, if you need to meditate, you need to relax, you need calming sound effects, you need calming visuals, go there and see what they have to offer. I'm pretty sure you'll find it very rewarding. And speaking of the wellness page, Ms. Bennett was instrumental in getting that going. Let's see what Ms. Bennett has going on this week in Missy's Mysteries, and then I'll be back to close out the Fireside Chat with our wheels. I'll see you in a few, Blades. Love you.
Hey Blade family, welcome to this week's episode of Missy's Mysteries. As you know, and as a former athlete myself, I think that one of the most important things of attending high school is all of the athletic programs. I was a 3-sport athlete. I think it's one of the reasons that I maintained a passing GPA, admittedly. And I loved it. I loved all the experiences that came with being a part of a team, playing a sport, seeing success. So today we start in the old gym. This building is just about as old as the school. It opened about a year later, and a lot of successes and magic has happened in this old place. So let's start with the gym itself. Okay, here we are in the old gym, and as some of our current students know, this is also a location that we hold all of our dances. But imagine now in 1940-ish, where basketball games were played, the bleachers are pulled out, the noise is deafening in this place. I can hear my echo, and I'm not even talking that loud. There have been a lot of successes in this gym. We had a very, very strong basketball program. There's the alma mater. How many of you know the alma mater? There you go. There's our little, for lack of a better word, press box. See the little ladder? I wouldn't climb up there. But I love this building. I love all the wooden bleachers, all the big doors. The smell. Oh, there's nothing better than the smell of an old gym. I know that sounds weird to some people, but I like it. And then over here, we have a plaque on the wall for the house that Ralph built. He is one of the winningest coaches of basketball in the history of East Bakersfield High School. And I love the final line, "If only the walls could talk." His Blade basketball coaching record, as you can see, was 262 wins, 56 losses. That's some pretty impressive stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna make our way back out into the lobby, where we will go next into the Leon Tedder wrestling room. Okay, so they have been doing some work on this room recently. But the floor is so springy. May not hurt so bad to get thrown down on that. At least physically, emotionally, might be a different story. But it's a really big space. There are doors right there lead out to some restrooms, and then out to the alley between the old gym and the new gym. And then those doors there are storage. One door I don't have access to, so I can't tell you where that leads. Oh yes, I can tell you where this door leads, because I thought it was pretty neat. It is an old locker room. It's now storage, but you can see all the old lockers. Who knows how old that refrigerator is? I'm gonna go ghost hunter on you guys real quick and just say that places like this, not because bad things happened in here, although I guess that's possible, but because this is an area where there's lots of energy, right? Kids, athletes, pumped for a game, angry over a loss. And places, buildings, hold on to energy. Not necessarily spirits, but energy. So wouldn't it be really cool if all of a sudden behind me we heard a locker door slam? Maybe not that cool. I might freak out a little bit. But I do like this space. It's just cool. The old benches. The showers. I don't think kids shower at school anymore. Okay, locker rooms. If I'm remembering my history correctly, and I'm sure somebody will point it out if I'm not, but I believe the wrestling room used to be the girls' gym. And then that was, no, that wouldn't be right. Never mind, scratch that. Would not be the girls' locker room because there's urinals in there. Okay, so we're back in the lobby. Now this space here is the old coach's room. I say old coach's room because this was where Coach Sharp led his team to a state championship. Since Coach Sharp has retired, this will be taken over now by Coach Rendell. So we're just gonna walk back here because I wanna show you this room. Even though it's messy and, you know, it has got some really cool photographs in it that should be hung up somewhere because, as I told you before, I like old stuff. I like memorabilia. Check this out. Senior night, 2013. Farewell to the seniors, 2009. East High, 1997. I want to take this one and might damage it. These are some old pictures in here. Anyways, again, there's that shower. Not sure why you need a window, unless this was probably an old coach's office, and that was one of their ways to monitor the students while they were in the locker room. That makes sense to me. So we're heading back out. These were the original floors. You can see the black and red checker that's been removed and replaced. There were probably lockers or cabinets or something right here, so that's why you can still see the old floor, which I love. But I like this too. I think this is important. You have to believe you are meant for something greater than your circumstances. Believe and see what happens. That's pretty powerful. Okay, gang, so that is part one of the old gym. There is a whole nother section of the gym that I will show you next week. And you will be introduced to the cracker box, the dance room, the trainer's room, and some other great stories about that space. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.
Blade family students, let's see which lucky 10 students this week are going to win on the big wheel. Our first big winner, Gavin Layshot. Congratulations, Gavin. 9 more students. Let's see who else is going to get it. Sergio Carrillo Castaneda, congratulations, Sergio. 8 more big winners on the student wheel. Carla Cervantes Corti, congratulations, Carla. Got 7 more big winners coming up. Let's see who else is going to get it. Niall Estrada, congratulations. We've got 6 more. Jack Alvarez Hernandez, congratulations, Jack. We're gonna have 5 more big winners now. Let's see who else is gonna win this week. Abigail Tapia, congratulations, Abigail. 4 more. Mary Malaka, congratulations, Mary. 3 more. Veronica Crouch. Congratulations, Veronica. 2 more. Gracie Herrera. Congratulations, Gracie. And our last student winner for this week. Diana Rodriguez. Congratulations, Diana. All right, students. Congratulations to all 10 of you winners and all of you nominees. Good job. Let's see which staff members are going to win this week. All right, and now we've got our staff wheel spinning slowly. 5 staff members are about to get selected. Let's see who's going to get it. First big winner, Mr. Morrow. Mr. Morrow, this will be the easiest delivery that you've had all year. Congratulations, Mr. Morrow. For those who don't know, Mr. Morrow is the one who delivers to all the big winners. Mr. Morrow, very well deserved. Thanks for all you're doing. 4 more big winners now. Miss Wise, congratulations, Miss Wise. 3 more staff winners. Mr. Atwater, congratulations, Mr. Atwater. 2 more winners. Mr. Muller, congratulations, Mr. Muller. Now, I'm going to point this out, staff. Everyone who's won so far spends at least some time during the week at the school site. Mr. Morrow might not have to leave the school site for a staff member. We've got 1 more. Let's see who gets the last one. Miss Bynum, congratulations, Miss Bynum. Congratulations to all our staff members. Thank you all for all you're doing. Hey, Blade family, I love you guys. Let's all be safe and careful out there. And remember, we're the home of scholars and champion scholars. Let's go, Blades.